Welcome to day 11 of our free sewing class. If you are just seeing this video, check my channel for the previous video, that is from day 1 to day 10. Today we'll be talking about zipper. Zipper is a closure. If you be following this lesson, you will understand what a closure is. Now there are different types of zipper depending on the teeth, depending on the material the teeth is made of or how it is. We have the coil, we have plastic, we have melter, and we have another type of zipper we call invisible zipper. An invisible zipper is one that does not show, like this particular image. Now there is a zipper here but it's not showing. We call it an invisible zipper. It's commonly used in ready-made, the way we call it, wears. Now this is a coil zipper. This is it's the teeth. There is another type of zipper now that it's common, that comes with rhinestone or stones, so we call those ones rhinestone zipper. So basically we use zipper for beauty, for closure. Now let's talk about how to fix zipper as a beginner. The first thing is you need your fabric. That is where you want to attach your zipper. You take it to your sewing machine and you sew your zipper allowance. When you are cutting, you must have left allowance for your zipper, depending on what you want. It can be 2 inches, it can be 1 inch, 1.5, depending on the allowance you are used to. So you sew your allowance, that is where you want your zipper to be. You pick your fabric and you sew right side to right side facing each other, then you sew it straight down. Once you are done sewing, the next thing is to take it to the ironing table and press the seam open. If you have been following this lesson, you will understand how to press it open. So I'll press this open and I'll come back to show you the next step. After pressing it open, this is what I have. So the next thing will be to pick the zipper. This is the right side and this is the wrong side. So I'll pick the zipper that I want to fix. Also I'll pick needle and thread, and I will use basting stitch. There is a type of stitch we call basting stitch. We use basting stitch when you just want to hold something temporarily. That means when you want to hold something down, you want to tack it down temporarily. When you are done with whatever you are doing, you will lose it. So that is what we call basting stitch. So I'll use basting stitch to hold this zip. And I must say that, remember that zipper comes in various lengths. If you are sewing a skirt, that you might just buy a skirt zipper that is short, maybe about between 8 to 10 inches long. But if you are sewing a dress or a blouse, you might need a longer zipper. So back to what I'm doing, I'll just baste it, and by the time you become an expert, you might not need to baste, or you might just use your needle, your pin, or your office pin or a fixed pin to just pin down your zipper. So now I'm showing you I will be showing you different methods, about 2 or 3 methods of fixing zipper. No method is superior to the other. It just depends on what you want or how good you are. With time, you might do other means of fixing your zipper that will be easier for you. So this is the simplest way. I pick the zipper, the teeth is towards the fabric, and I'll just sew it, and I'll make sure the center aligns with that center seam, that's sewing. So I'll just fix it and Since it is for demonstration, I will not baste it to the end, and I will not sew the zipper to the end. I'll just stop somewhere just to show you. So this is the easiest way of fixing a zipper for a beginner. Just keep watching. This is what it looks like on the right side, and this is the wrong side. So the next thing will be to sew it. If you can't do a straight stitch, then you can sew it on the right side. You can just use chalk to draw a straight line and just sew it following the shape of your basting. I must say at this point that there is a particular fit for fixing zipper that you can always get, but if you don't have access to a zipper foot, then you can use the normal regular foot. So once you get to where your zipper ends, or wherever you want it to end, you put your needle down and you pivot like this. I've taught you how to do this in a previous lecture. So you sew, and you put it, once you are okay with wherever you want it to get to, you raise the foot again and pivot again. Then you sew it straight till you get to the beginning once more. So this is what it looks like on the right side. The next thing is to lose the basting stitch. After losing that red basting stitch, then I will open up the initial stitch, and that will be all. Just keep watching and you'll see what I am doing. Alright, this is the outcome. This is what it looks like. Like I said, this is one of the easiest way to fix zipper, and it can work for a skirt. Yeah, it can work for a skirt. Alright, let's go to another method of fixing your zipper. Okay, this is already prepared zipper allowance. What I'll do is, wherever I want my zipper to stop, I will back tack or back stitch it so that I can reinforce that place and it will not lose. So I will reinforce it by back stitching. So the next thing will be to lose the stitches from the beginning to where I just back tack. So I will lose it and I'll come back to show you. So this is it. I already lose it, and this is the zipper. Just watch what I will do so that you understand how to fix this particular style of zipper. One side of this particular style, you will sew it close to the teeth of the zipper. Then the other side will form more like an overlap. It will form more like an overlap. Just watch as I am sewing it, and you will understand. So the way you place it in a way that it will form an overlap. That is, it will cover that your first stitch, and that is how I'll sew it till I get to the beginning. So this is another way to sew your zipper. Then we'll go to the third method. This method goes for an open end kind of zipper. That is a zipper that opens entirely. You can remove it. That is this is the it works for this type of zipper. It can work for any other type too, but this is the method that is commonly used for this type of zipper. So for this type of zipper fixing, I will lose the entire sewing. Everything that I have sewn here, I will lose it, and I will come back to show you what to do. With this type of sewing, your stitch or your sewing line will not show on the right side. It is only the zip that will show this way. So just watch as I will do it. The first thing is that instead of using my needle and thread to do a basting stitch, I'll just use my machine to run the stitch first, so that it can tack the zipper. Now I must say that for any type of zip, if you use a zipper foot, it will be perfect. It will make your work neat and it will give you less stress. But if you don't have a zipper foot, you can always use your regular machine foot. So here I'm not using a zipper foot, I'm just using the regular zipper foot. And you must also notice that I ironed the fabric, so I know where my zipper allowance will end. So that crease line, that line that I ironed, I made sure is on the zipper itself. So after sewing this, I will now sew it again very close to the zipper teeth, so that I can be close. And basically this is the third type of zipper that I will show you. Then there is a invisible zipper. I will upload a detailed video of how to fix an invisible zipper later on as we go on in this sewing class. At this point, I already opened up the zipper so that I can climb that zipper teeth and go close to the zipper teeth. So I'll be climbing the zipper teeth with my foot, and I'll go close to the teeth and I will sew it. And the way I did for this side, I will do for the other side, and that will be all. Now I want to show you something. Did you see that fabric is pulled somewhere? It shows that my needle is faulty. So whenever you are sewing and you realize that your cloth is pulling, know that it's time to change your needle. All right, this is what it is. I'll just fix both, and that will be all. One thing you must know when you are using a zipper is you must use the type of zipper that is good for your fabric. If you are sewing a light fabric, please don't use a too heavy zipper. It won't work. And if you use a light zipper for a heavy fabric, it will spoil quick. So in choosing the type of zipper you will need, make sure the weight is corresponds with your fabric. See you tomorrow, which is the 12th of our sewing class.